Hello students, welcome back to the topic sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Students, in the previous video we discussed about androecium, whereas today in this video we will discuss about structure of pollen grain. Pollen grain is said to be a male gametophyte. It is spherical, oval, ellipsoidal and triangular in shape and measures about 25 to 50 micron meter in diameter. We are going to discuss the structure of the pollen grain, which is most common in angiosperm, which is of spherical or oval in shape. So, structure of the pollen grain. Microspore is another name of the pollen grain. Pollen grain or microspore is said to be unicellular, is made up of single nucleus, and the pollen grain which we have taken here is spherical or oval. Pollen grain, that is a male gametophyte, is said to be made up of two wall layers. It's covered by two wall layers. Both two wall layers can be called as sporoderm. Sporo refers to microspore, derm refers to wall layers. The first wall layer, which is green in color here in this picture, is called exine. Exine is outermost layer of the pollen grain. It is thick and it is highly resistant to the chemicals, biological and physical decomposition. Why? Because it is deposited with a chemical by name sporopollenin. Sporopollenin offers resistance to the exine from physical and biological decomposition. Exine, we understood that it is made up of sporopollenin. Exine will be present on the pollen grain throughout but leaving some areas. There are some areas where exine is not present, and such areas are called as germ pore. Germ pore can occur one in number in the monocot pollen grain. So monocot pollen grains are called uniporate, whereas in dicot there can be two or three germ pore. If there are three germ pore, then it is called triporate. Okay, now coming to the next wall layer called as intine. Intine is a smooth wall layer. It is a second wall layer and is made up of cellulose and pectin. Intine encloses a proteinaceous fluid inside, and that proteinaceous fluid is called protoplasm. Protoplasm contains a single haploid nucleus. Now let us try to understand the development of male gametophyte in the slide. Pollen grain is the initial cell of the male gametophyte. The development of male gametophyte takes place inside the pollen grain. That is, development of male gamete takes place inside the pollen grain. So it is called endosporic. It involves only two mitotic divisions which are taking place in a two completed stages, in a two completed different places. Before pollination, mitosis occurs in the pollen sac, whereas after pollination, mitosis occurs on the stigma. Before pollination in the pollen sac, there will be mitosis which occurs inside the pollen grain, so it is called in situ. The nucleus of the pollen grain divides by means of mitosis and result in the formation of two unequal nuclei. One is larger and one is smaller. Both the nuclei soon after their formation get surrounded by cell wall. So, the larger cell is called vegetative cell and the smaller cell is called generative cell. Vegetative cell is larger in size, it contains larger nucleus, it's with more cytoplasm and has reserve food and has a large vacuole. Generative cell is smaller in size and vegetative cell can also be called as a tube cell. Generative cell is a smaller. Generative cell has a small nucleus. It contains thin cytoplasm. It doesn't have reserve food and doesn't have vacuole. Usually, the pollen grain for pollination in many of the angiosperm will be shed at a two-celled stage. So, two-celled stage are vegetative cell. As you can see here, the cell wall will be not a perfect one, which lacks a definite cell wall and floats in the protoplasm usually. Then, generative cell will be smaller in size. In most of the angiosperm, pollen grains are released at a two-celled stage. Young or partially developed male gametophyte is a one which is having vegetative cell and generative cell. Now, further there will be cell division to form male gametes. So, generative cell and vegetative cell two are there. The generative cell which is there will divide to form two male gametes, and vegetative cell will nourish the developing gametes. Now this is become three-celled pollen grain. The vegetative cell nucleus functions as a tube nucleus and helps in the formation of pollen tube. So pollen grain is a male gametophyte which can be also called as microspore. It is haploid and it is a first stage in the male gametophyte. The size and shape of the pollen grains vary. If we study the pollen grain, their structure, their composition, then that forms a new branch of biology called palynology. Pollen grains which get pollinated by insects will have a sticky layer around themselves around them, and those are called pollen kit, and this pollen kit will be rich with lipids, pigments, enzymes which are secreted by the tapetum over the exine. So we discussed about germ pore. Germ pore we said uniporate, correct? That can be also called as unicolpate or monocolpate. That is, a pollen grain with one germ pore is called monocolpate. Pollen grain with two germ pore is called biporate or bicolpate, and similarly with three germ pore is called triporate or tricolpate. So vegetative cell is also called siphonogamous cell, which is going to make the pollen grain to form pollen tube. So, pollen grain is a male gametophyte which will have two male gametes which are non-motile. So, in this video we discussed about pollen grain, whereas in the next video we will discuss about gynoecium, a female reproductive structure. Thank you, students.